Yo!
Hi. Sup, son? Okay, welcome to part 3 of our Star Wars discussion video, Majig. In this video, we'll be talking primarily about PvP, the different war zones, etc., and the different skill branches, gathering skills, crew skills, and something else
Crafting.
skills, which we'll get on to crafting.
Yeah.
And the main
So-
one.
Is it?
Yes, it is. Well,
Oh.
yeah.
Right, so we'll start, right, PvP. I have no idea, so Ricky, go ahead.
Yeah, so, PvP is one of the things that hasn't really been highlighted by BioWare. So, for example, on WoW, you had... That is awkward. Skype just did something that I didn't like the sound of.
Sorry.
No, it made a weird noise. Yeah, so...
That was me except file.
Yeah, so on WoW you started off with the 3 different battlegrounds. You had Alterac Valley, which was a take over the enemy's base and kill their leader kind of thing. You had Raffi Basin, which was domination, if anyone that's played games like Call of Duty. And you've got your simple capture the flag, Warsong Gulch. So on the Old Republic, you've got 3 well, they call it war zones on here, which have the Alderaan Civil War, which is a 3-point domination map. You have the Void Star, which is an attack and defense game where it will be 2 rounds. The first round, you'll either be defending a base or you'll be the team attacking it, and it'll be the team with the best time on taking over the base that wins. And you have Hut Ball, which is a bombing run kind of thing, so you take the ball from the middle and run it into the enemy base.
That sounds awesome. I just want to clarify on the Void Star, the Assault, 2 rounds, attack and defense. Is there a time limit?
Yeah. Well, I didn't play it, but I'm taking this as, judging by the description that was given on the PvP search system on the game, it sounds like
Yes.
Strand of the Ancients on WoW.
No idea what that is.
Basically, it's, one team will defend the Strand of the Ancients, which is you got to make your way through the walls and kill the final relic. And it was a 15-minute time limit. If you succeeded in taking down the relic, that the time you took will be the time limit for the enemy to do it. And
So it's sort of like a static King of the Hill,
yeah,
vaguely. It's a King of the Hill that doesn't move. You need to capture that point in the quickest amount of time, and you win that round.
and
Okay, got ya.
obviously the defending team will be there to try and stop you from doing that.
Yeah. What happened? I mean, there must be a time limit for it, because
Yeah.
what if the other team
Never get that.
right.
There
just
should be a-
just can't break through the defense?
It's like-
What if there's 107 troopers just lined there with shields up?
Well, for Hut Ball, at least, there was a 15-minute time limit that if nobody had captured 3 in that, whoever scored the highest would win.
Yeah.
How would you
Okay.
capture the base?
Mhm.
Like, what's stop saying like the rogue type characters just sneak in there and then just
Just
you know.
stealth and hide.
yeah,
I,
or even like tankers just a speed rush past everything.
like I
Mhm.
said, I didn't play the Void Star to find out how it actually works. That was my
fair
my
play.
PvP focus was going to be for the next beta. But
Yeah.
on Hut Ball, at least, that was... Jason, you were there, just hearing me be frustrated about that.
Yeah, you're saying like when you had the ball, you slow down and falling off cliffs and all
No,
this
that was,
other-
the falling off cliffs was me being an idiot. But I didn't. When you pick up the ball, the longer you hold on to it, the slower I think you become. So the
Okay.
idea is to throw it to your teammates, and I didn't know how you throw it. So all I saw in chat was "throw the damn ball, you noob," and I was sitting there just to find out they put an ability on your bar for throwing the ball.
Well,
it's
you
basi-
Balearic ball bag.
It's basically a game of rugby with guns and laser swords.
Yep.
Lasers. Yeah, that's what rugby is, Jason. My God, have you never played it before?
Yeah.
No.
So it's a lot of fun. If you die, you respawn at your starter base on your side. But main problem with that is because most of the people that were in my Hutball match, at least, we didn't know what we were doing or where we were going. So
As you'd assume.
when I had the ball, I was in their base, but I didn't notice the path leading to the victory point was you had to be in the center of the map to get to it, where everyone was fighting. We still won, but yeah, that was
Right, so we've got. If we quickly go over the game, Alderaan Civil War. So that is, for example, 3 flags. Is there a point limit?
Yeah, there will be a point limit.
So it's basically capture the flag. Again, like Richard said, domination in Call of Duty. Capture the flags. Flags gain you points. When you hit the point limit, you win the game.
Yeah.
Sounds simple, but actually does sound really fun. And I'm assuming it's Sith versus Republic, not sort of like, not a free-for-all as such, but mixed teams.
Yeah.
We've got Void Star, we've just described. Hot Ball sounds like the world's most dangerous game of rugby.
Yeah. And also, World PvP is the next thing, that chances are, because they've got the different server types like PvE and PvP, World PvP will be an option. Like, there was one specific planet that we were talking about yesterday that sounds like it's going to be one of the main PvP zones due to its rare crystals.
Yeah. What is that, Ilum?
Yeah.
Yeah, that contains rare... If you read about the lore, Ilum contains rare focusing crystals or lightsaber crystals for your lightsaber.
Yeah, and it's confirmed to be a level 50 zone, so...
Yeah, which kind of alludes to the whole world PvP. You pick up my awesome red lightsaber, I will punch you in the face with the Force and crush your nose so far into you it looks like a vagina.
And then corpse
So I've got one question. You know when you win on Hut Ball or anything like that, you get certain rewards, don't you?
Yep, you get Valor points, which I have no clue what they're for.
To the internet!
I think Valor points, you get them in all PvP areas and situations.
Yep.
And it seems like they grant you character titles and some other things, such as leader status in Warzone. It will also work based on ranks, and it is also used for matchmaking purposes.
Jeremy, I love the way you read that. You made it read as if you were saying it, but was clearly reading off of Google. So Valor points are sort of like your leaderboards.
Yeah.
You know, I have the most Valor points on my server.
It's supposed to be like titles in Modern Warfare. Like, obviously, probably a bit more rewarding. Like, you're most likely able to cash in for other stuff.
Yeah, such as I know you can do it on WoW somewhere, I think. Also on RuneScape, the Barbarian Outpost, you get points, cash it in for rewards, or keep the points as leaderboards.
Yeah.
Oh, good old RuneScape.
Good old RuneScape.
Yeah, I just found here, so yeah, like we're saying, Ilum is confirmed to be the world PvP zone.
Yeah.
So
that's going to be where all of the top clans rape other top clans.
Yeah, so it's going to be,
pretty much.
For any World of Warcraft players, it's going to be your Tolbrad and your Wintergrasp area, where
any non-World of Warcraft players is going to be the place where you go, oh, awesome Jedi lightsaber crystals, and die.
Yeah.
Such as what's going to happen to Jamie, because I'm going to hunt him down and gut him like a fish.
Yeah.
And then also, the other rewards, was it commendations? I hope I've said that right.
Probably.
So that's in the 2 types of Warzone and Mercenary ones. But apparently it can both be used to buy a variety of PvP boosts and equipment. Do you know anything about that, Richard?
I actually didn't know what you said. I was kind of reading something about Alderaan.
I think you just basically asked if you can trade it in for equipment.
Like
PvP specific.
Yeah. If it's anything like any other MMO, they will have that implemented. But like I said, all of these saving up your Valor points, they're all going to be something that you'll use late game. So when you're at end game, then you'll start spending them because that's where all the guild's gear is designed for. But
it's going to be like costing massive amounts of Valor points for like an insane lightsaber focusing crystal or something like that. That's
It's not going to be like, hey, I've won this war zone, I'm now going to buy 20 new pieces. It's going to be like, oh my god, I've just won 100 war zones. Thank god I can finally buy my new piece.
Finally buy a frying pan.
It sounds like Valor points is for character titles and leader status, but commendations is for equipment and other things for PvP.
Is there a auction house system?
From
what you saw?
From what I saw, not yet. because so
But
far,
it wouldn't surprise me because in the
Most
lore,
games do.
yeah, in the lore, it'll be on Coruscant, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Coruscant, the core world, the capital. That I have almost no doubt every single MMO that I've played, I've played RuneScape, World of Warcraft, Silk Road, a couple of others that I can't remember because they were terrible. Rift, almost all of them have a form of auction house.
Yeah.
It is a brilliant addition to a game,
Yeah.
and I'll be highly surprised if they don't add one in.
Yeah.
I'm no doubt that maybe release or later on they might include player housing. Most MMOs do, and then you're probably going to have your own auction there instead of having to go all the way to Planet just to sell something.
Possibly, that'd be quite a good addition.
On a side note, something that surprised me a lot is from the looks of things, Coruscant is not the capital main city area for players. It was actually the Republic fleet. Because when you leave Typhon as a Jedi or as trooper, smuggler from Ordmantle, you go straight to the Republic fleet, which then you can get to Coruscant from there. You can't fly directly. And from there, that's where all the crafting skill trainers were, and PvP queues and quests were all there. So that surprised me a lot, at least.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's the capital of the game, you could say, whereas Coruscant still remains the lore capital.
Yeah.
Okay, well, what else have we got? We can go on to the skill system.
Yeah.
So, Ricky, if you want to talk a bit about that.
Skill system is completely different to any other game, any other RPG I've ever played, because usually the skill system would be that you pick your professions and you're the one that learns those professions. In the Old Republic, they're not called professions, they're called crew skills, which basically you're crewed, so you can get helpers like I've got T7, the nice awesome droid like your R2D2. I can either choose to have him help me out in fights, which he is very useful, or I can send him off to do missions on his own to go do my different skills. So I've been sending him off doing archaeology to get myself some lightsaber crystals, which I can then craft into crystals.
Yeah.
They're more useful. So the problem I found is trying to balance it out between how much you need your companion's help. Like, say you're going against a elite monster, you need that help, else you're just going to die.
Can you have more than one companion?
So far, I've only encountered the one companion, so I don't think I think you can get more than one and send them all off on different missions, but you can only have one helping you at a time.
Okay, that's fair enough. Yeah.
Yes. With that, so the good thing is when I started off, like I got a quest saying go learn your first crafting, your first crew skill. When I went round to all the different trainers, they all tell you what exactly they do and which crafting skills they recommend you take with it.
That's good.
So I wrote all of those down. So I wanted to, because I was being a Jedi Knight at the time, I wanted to be able to make my lightsabers uber powerful. So,
as you would.
They told me that I need archaeology and treasure hunting. So that's what T7's been doing for about 2 hours of his life.
Well, if you just read some of the gathering skills, we've got Underworld Trading, which allows access to the galactic black market. I'm assuming that is, hello, Mr. Droid helper person, have some, old armor I'm not using, go sell it to the black market. That sort of thing. And
at the same time also getting rare, valuable items from the market.
Yeah. We got Treasure Hunter, which is track and recover valuable items. Yeah. Send your companion off to a random hostile world, hoping he doesn't die, to give you some free stuff. Archaeology, find crystals for your lightsaber and Force armor. Force armor's Jedi specific armor, isn't it?
That I'm assuming so, yes.
Yeah, I mean, Force armor, you're not exactly going to get a bounty hunter wearing that necessarily. Yeah. Bioanalysis, now you're going to have to talk a bit about that because it says extract cells and genetics.
Yeah.
Not a clue what that would be.
I never used it, but I noticed that when you, say, kill a Uxie boar thing, which is humongous, monster-like thing,
Yes.
it will say requires bioanalysis skill 1. So basically, you take samples of its, like it says, it sells its genetics, and then you can use the crafting ability biochem, which allows you to make med packs and that.
Ah.
So
Oh, what? So you would make med packs and stims, so buffs.
yeah,
So it's like the
does-
alchemy version, isn't it, of crafting, basically?
Yeah.
Like potion.
Basically alchemy. And they've got investigation, decode information for schematics. I'm assuming that's if you get a schematic to make a new weapon or armor.
yeah.
Yes. Okay, so that's pretty self-explanatory. Diplomacy, diplomatic missions for force alignment. By any chance is that send your mission off to Azeroth. So send your person helper man off to a random mission, and depending on how you tell them to play out the mission, it gets you extra light
Right,
side points
yeah.
or dark side points.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping it's like, at least.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
And then we have slicing, which is picklocking and hacking, which I'm sure everyone who's watching this will know what picklocking and hacking is. Things like getting more information, getting loot from chests.
Yeah.
Am I right or am I wrong?
Yeah, that's right. And for example, with the... I forgot what I was going to say now. Never mind.
Helpful.
No, I was about to say something really important, and then I forgot.
Yeah, I'm sure you were. That's what Jason says all the time.
Oh,
Does
yeah.
anyone
I remember now. For the gathering professions, they are not just
Ouch.
you send your companion off to go do the missions for you.
Yes.
For example, when I was walking around Coruscant, there were crystal formations around which I could harvest them because I had archaeology.
Yeah. So you have the skills, but it's not just you that uses them.
Yeah, it's mainly your companion that's doing everything.
Okay, so we've also got crafting skills. Jason, Big Daddy Jam, if you want to talk about a bit about those.
Well, there's another gathering skill called scavenging, which I think for me and Craig will be one of the most important ones because it's suited for bounty hunters and troopers.
That does sound good.
I missed that out on the list.
Richard, you blasphemer.
Well, I had it on the original copy, so...
Nice.
I'm better,
So
basically.
what's scavenging, Jamie?
Basically, yeah, you can recover useful materials, obviously, and parts from old and damaged technology you come across. The crafting skills armor mech, arms stitch, I think that's how you pronounce it, and
Arms
cyber
tech.
tech.
Arms tech, yeah?
Arms tech, yeah. And cyber tech utilize scavenging resources.
Yeah.
So yes, for typically suited for bounty hunters and troopers.
Just noticed, Richard, you spelled scavenging wrong.
Really?
Miserably wrong.
Yeah, no, it's supposed to be an E.
Oh, Richard.
It
more
was
or less looks
correct
like
originally as well.
It looks like it says caravanning. I don't want to be on a caravan as a trooper. Gun.
Does that look like...
Anyways, yeah, so you've got the armor mech, which is basically making personal armor, so that's going to be very good for the trooper, obviously.
So it would be buffing the armor you've already got or making new specialized armor.
Yeah, there's armor mechs can reverse engineer their crafted armor and possibly discover new ways to improve armor creation.
Yeah, but
So
Jedis can't use that. It says for non-force users, so that's for troopers, bounty hunters, and I'm assuming smugglers and imperial agents, but no Jedi or
should
Sith.
be fine.
Yeah, it's like, although with that reverse engineering, that is the same for any crafting profession. You can reverse engineer anything you've made and get the not all, but some of the resources back.
Yeah. Okay, so what else have we got, Jamie? Sorry.
Yeah, we got that one, which is the armor one, and then the arms tech one is obviously, as it says in the name, for your arms. So basically,
For your arms.
well, yeah, whatever is on your arm. It could be a blaster
I
pistol.
don't like
or an assault
sellotape for
cannon.
blaster pistols in my forearm, do I?
An
I hold it in my
assault cannon
hand. It should be called
break your
hands
arm.
tech.
Sniper rifle is obviously bigger than your arm, so that's going to be quite hard to sellotape it to your arm.
Exactly. You want to sellotape that to like your thigh or something with meat and strength, not your forearm or your thumb.
But basically, yeah, it's creating weapons like the assault cannon, blaster pistol, blaster rifle, and sniper rifle. It allows the player to craft weapon upgrades and modifications, such as barrels, scopes, and triggers.
So it's like armor mech, but for weapons instead.
Basically,
Upgrades, making new ones.
Sounds bang tidy.
So yeah, obviously you can discover new ways to improve blaster creation. So you can make your blaster pistol, blaster rifle even
These
better.
are all, just in case anyone didn't get, these are the crafting skills. Pretty obvious because we talk about crafting things, but this is the crafting skills branch.
So yeah, arms tech materials are mostly gathered with scavenging. But then the one for armor mech is for scavenging, but also slicing, which is the one lockpicking, hacking.
Yeah. So what we've got, where is it? Yeah, cyber tech. I'm Rich. You're gonna have to help me out here a bit. I know you can do things like make healing droids. Yes.
I never got that far to find out, but yeah, I was confused about that when it said create droid armor.
I'm assuming, from what I've read, you can have troopers, bounty hunters, and I think smugglers and imperial agents can create droids that heal you, that follow you around. Bearing in mind, Richard, one of your companions is a droid. I've got no doubt you can have other droid companions, such as, for any of you who have played Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, people like Goto, HK-47, and T3M1, I think. So that would be to upgrade your droids, obviously. And also for implants. So, again, for any of you who have played Knights of the Old Republic, implants would be something that you sellotape to your forehead with a screwdriver and a staple gun. And they will increase things like your health, your strength, how fast you are, stuff like that.
Yeah.
What else have we got? Artifice. Jason, do you want to talk about that?
I have no idea what they are, to be honest.
I didn't ask if you knew what it was. I said you want to talk about it.
Yeah, okay. That's helpful. Well, from from the notes that you was given, it just looks like it's going to be secondary effects for your lightsaber. So I'm guessing could be like a bleed effect over time, a debuff over time.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Well,
slightly higher damage, faster hitting rate.
Attack rate.
Yeah, from when Artifice was the one I used on my Jedi Knight, and
yes,
if you control right click your lightsaber, it'll come up with a modification menu where you can change, on a lightsaber at least, your color crystal, literally the modification, the hilt, and there was one other which I can't remember what it was. And from straight away I was able to make with Artifice different color crystals, modifications and hilts. Never found out what that other part was because I never got to use it.
So basically, it's the armor tech and arms tech, but just
for lightsabers.
For lightsabers, yeah.
And Sith.
And then we've got final. Oh, sorry, Jason, what are you going to share?
I was going to say, you get the pre-order lightsaber changing color crystal. Is that exactly the same as what you would perform in Artifice?
Yeah, it's something that's one-off. You can't get it from Artifice, but you use it in the same way. You will just plump that onto your lightsaber, and it looks disgusting.
So if you didn't have the pre-order, you wouldn't be able to change your lightsaber color in-game?
No, you will be able to change it. The color that comes with the game, with the pre-order, is a black lightsaber color with a yellow glow.
Oh, okay. I thought it was you actually get to customize it, like choose what colors you want.
No, you can do that straight away with Artifice. Like, you can start off with either making a green, a yellow, or a blue or a red lightsaber at the start.
Okay. I'll be going for blue because blue is my favourite colour.
It's a shame you're going Trooper then, isn't it?
Oh, goddamn, I forgot about that. You arse.
You could change the colour of your the gun though.
Yeah. Screw you, Richard.
So basically, for Artifice, you have to use the gathering skill archaeology.
Yeah, that is a dead must if you want to get Artifice up.
Yeah. So what's the other one we've got? We've got biochem, which is simply creating medical supplies. As Richard said earlier, doing something, killing specific monsters around the different worlds, gaining their genetic material to use into medical supplies or stims to increase your stats momentarily, like, I don't know, increase strength 160 points for 30 seconds. Something along those lines.
They tend to be hour-long ones.
Do they? Okay, fair enough.
Well, the one you start off with is, at least.
Yeah, well, so increase your strength 160 for an hour, things like that. So, have we got anything else?
It also says a potion's always sought after because if you use biochem, it's very decent for making credit. So, if you want to make
Mhm.
quite a lot of money, I suppose biochem would be a good thing to start off with, just making loads of potions and selling them to.
I suppose it would be really helpful, wouldn't it? For people who are going for PvP or raiding, the stims and the medical supplies are going to be very, very helpful, especially for the tanks.
From
Um,
one
the
thing,
tanks are going to be. Sorry, what?
one thing though, med packs and that they have a 3-minute cooldown.
Okay, never mind. Meg
That's
pack's
fair.
slightly useless for PvP.
Well, no, because it depends. Like, you could be getting hashed at for 10 minutes before you're nearly dead.
Mm.
And then if you just pop that, then, oh yeah, I'm invincible again.
But
I'm invincible again.
Yeah.
We're invincible in the first place. That's why you were nearly dead.
But what
Yeah,
Jamie was
you live-
saying is very true for at least WoW. Medicals, well, not medical as such, more of creating
Like-
stims. They are more or less required in a raid on WoW.
Yeah, because you just want those. You want those buffs added
Yeah.
on top of the buffs that you're already going to get.
Yeah.
So, do we have anything else to talk about?
Yeah, I think there's one more we haven't talked about. The
Synth weaving.
synth weaving. Yeah, that's, I presume, is for Jedi Knight, Jedi Consul, Sith Warrior, Sith Inquisitor, and it's creating lighter armor.
Yeah.
So basically, it's the tailoring for Jedi. Going to a
Yeah.
nice clothes
Oh,
shop.
so making your robes and
Yeah.
all that jazz.
Because literally, just description given was creating materials out of crystals.
Hmm. Okay.
And it's the gathering
making a pair
skill
of
phase of
trousers, though.
archaeology.
Yeah.
So it sounds like if you want to be a person with lightsaber using the Force and that, then you want to use archaeology rarely, because that's the main one you need for crafting.
Yeah.
But then for being a trooper, it's rarely scavenging and slicing. So
Yeah.
Mhm. I don't know what I'm choosing then. Archaeology. Even though I'm going to. Okay, so does that pretty much wrap it all up?
Yes, that does.
That is bang tidy. Okay, well, we should probably end it here then. Hopefully, all the information that we have given through this 14 hours of talking, or however long we've been talking for, helps everyone. If you've got any other queries that you think we might be able to answer, post them in the comments, and we'll try and get back to you about them. If we don't know, we'll just get Jamie to make something random up. I don't know, trouser snake, massive Gyarados.
either way, you'll get a nice reply.
Even yeah, you'll get a shiny reply. We'll even put a
Yeah.
star
We'll
on
get
it.
a giggle.
You get not necessarily a giggle. I mean, Jamie's kind of like a sycophant, so
Yeah.
poor Jamie. He needs help. Anyway, so yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Everyone else can say bye now. Say bye.
Au
Say
revoir.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Yeah.